Test one, test two. That looks to be good. Do 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 do. Good evening. Back by popular demand. Do 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 do.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. Liftoff. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom Homies, produced by LK Productions.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into 15 minutes late, 10:45 start time, which should have been 10:30 on Friday, the 12th of May. That's got to be at your end, Tim, because I don't have an echo. Does anyone else have an echo? And nobody can hear what Tim just said, but Tim just said he's got an echo. So let me bring in the Zoom homies that are here. Oh, wait a minute. They look all messed up. The homies look messed up. So what's going on with OBS? Oh, my gosh. No, it looks like it's cutting you guys off. Let me see if I can make an adjustment this way. And that didn't help any. Yeah, really. All right, so I'll have to make an adjustment somewhere there as well. I'll fix that in a minute. All right. Going to welcome in Jeff Ryman, Greg Guy, William Dawson, Jim, and Tim Soul with Chris Garrett as well. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll catch up with chat real quick.
And the rest of us too.
Yeah, and the rest of welcome in William and the rest of y'all. Tony Wallow was first again tonight. I think that's 3 nights in a row now. William was second. Bobby Warren says, darn, doggone it, third. John Alloy Sr. says, looks like I made it fourth. Good evening to John from Virginia. Jim says he'll bring a fifth. Yeah, I after what I just went through, I just may have to go find me a fifth of something as well. And I'll cover that in a few minutes. And then Chris Guy says sixth. Great Guy said sixth. Well, you both can't be sixth. And Chris was there at 9:49, so he probably gonna get sixth. And Greg's probably gonna get seventh. Jeff put my message in. Tim says hello. Jose said, I did not give a duck what place I come in.
That was funny.
So Chris and Carrie are at the same time. Yes, as you all are well aware of, I've got Carrie shaking in his boots. He streams a lot lately at the same time I do. Now,
Well, and Jay's 2 cents just started a live stream.
I don't care about Jay's 2 cents. That's probably who more than likely Carrie's in competition with, but not me. So Roy said, "Where's Ken? Did he fall down and can't reach his beer? Well, I don't drink, and no, I haven't fell down. Yes, I was delayed, and yes, Jim hit the nail right on the head. I saw the comment. I'll find it here in a minute. Unless he retracted. He said he's running late. Blame Mrs. K's workplace. You have no idea. You have no idea.
I have no idea, but I knew the reason you were late.
Yes. So,
well, I kind of like Roy Carey's attitude. It's just, it is what it is, and that's life.
yeah, well, I finally got to leave, and I get about, I don't know, half a mile up the road, and she says, "Don't leave yet." I immediately pulled off the side of the road, put on my blinkers, and sat there and waited. She says, "I'm going home." Okay. No, I'm staying. Okay, I'm going home. No, wait, come and get me. I'm going home. Oh, Lord. So we go shopping tonight. We got home about 7. Lorna's manager called her to say there's a new schedule out, and I need to make you aware of it. And they discussed it. And Lorna says, "Okay, but I am working tonight." And the manager said, "Yes, you're working tonight." Cool. We get up. We drive down there. She goes in. And the new schedule right here is out. And guess who's not working tonight? If anyone said Mrs. K, you're correct. Mrs. K is not on the schedule. Even though her manager told her today, she's on the schedule.
Oh, a bunch of mess.
Did the manager make the schedule, or is the manager just got his head up his?
Both.
Well, yeah.
And when the manager was explaining this to her, I said, "You need to question what she just said, because you're going to be working every Friday based on what she just said." So Lorna said, "Well, that's not fair. I'm going to be working every Friday." And in the finest Alex Cheek tradition I've ever seen, she said, "Oh, no, wait, no, you're not. Let me explain this to you." So she explained this. So to recap, Friday, the 2nd of June, Lorna's working. The next Friday, 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 Lorna's working. She's working. I mean, I just overheard the conversation, and every Friday, the way that she said that, it's going to be every Friday. So we don't know what's going on there.
Is this the new job?
No, this is the old job. This is the job. Okay. And it was so funny, too, because she says, "Lorna, I want to tell you that we've overhired and we're going to overstaff, but it's not going to affect your schedule." Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from.
That's really odd and stupid. Their management's changed. That's what happened.
The whole company's changed. They got bought out by a new company. They've gone through about 3 director of nursing and 2 administrators. And you're right. It's the management has changed. And they
don't know how to communicate.
No, they don't.
Wasn't that about 3 or 4 months ago, Ken?
November.
Yeah, more than Jesus.
Late October, early November. It's been a while. It's been long enough. They should know what they're doing. Why am I all fuzzy?
January, February, March, April. Damn near 6 months, and they still don't have their stuff together.
Yeah, it's
nobody is overstaffed these days.
Tuesday, I'm off.
Let me figure out why I'm all fuzzy. Hold on, Mrs. K is coming in to interrupt the stream.
Tuesday, I am off whole day. You want to go golf?
Hey, Mrs. K, good evening.
I'll look at this when I'm not streaming and talking to my ardent fans. You want to come over here and say hi? Come over here and say hi. Come on over here. Come here, Mrs. K. Come here. Come on in here.
Hey.
Hello.
No, get closer.
Mrs. K.
Hey, Lorna.
To me, the whole basis of the foundation of the song.
Now, I wish we could do that. You just touch him and he disappears.
That feel so he just.
What
Can we get
the?
real?
All right, we're back. She's choking me to death. I don't know what's going on with Zoom. OBS updated. Maybe that's got something to do with it, but Zoom
Probably.
should not have anything. Now I'm gone again.
Well,
Are
if
you-
she touches you and you
invisible?
disappear, we got to learn that skill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
Hi, everybody.
So it's
I'm
almost.
back. I'm back.
All right, so Mrs. K is going to take my seat for a minute.
No.
I got to figure the green screen out.
No,
Okay, you figured the green screen out.
I'll figure it out. Maybe it's not in the right position here.
Uh,
There.
Nope. 'Cause now we can see green. Now I look like an alien.
Ding, 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 ding,
Well.
ding, ding, ding.
I have a question for Tim Soul.
Looking for.
Go for it, sir. I just walked back in the house.
What kind of an electric bike do you have? That looks like kind of a cool thing.
It's made by same bike. I
Say again, something bright.
That's when light comes in.
same bike.
Okay.
They've been in the business for 30 years.
Because a lot of
I-
stuff I do is
to be
within a
honest
mile
with
or
you,
so.
to be honest with you, the thing is really cool, but they took almost 4 months to replace my battery under warranty.
Mm.
And I figured out what happened to the old one. And hell, me and William stayed up all night. What, Tuesday night? You there, William?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, we stayed up talking about circuit boards and all kinds of stuff. And I hadn't done that kind of technology in a long time. But anyway, the battery screwed up. I got back on the road again. Oh, that's a pretty cool bike. You can get it for a little under 1,000.
Well, it wouldn't do everything for me, but both grocery
But
stores and a couple other things I go to are like within a mile.
oh, Jeff,
It
you
sounds kind of
pop
tempting.
Jeff,
Yes,
if
sir.
you go to a grocery store that's within a mile of you, you maybe you maybe recharge it maybe although every other week.
All
It's
right.
40 miles is nothing. The distance on this thing is 60 miles.
Well, I'll have to put a log chain on it though, or my grandson will be swiping it.
I take my crap inside. I don't care. And if they don't like it, I'm not doing business with you no more. That's how I think.
Well, no, I meant at my house, not at the grocery store.
Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
if you
oh, I
if it's
know, I
at your
know.
house, if you have to chain it
Now,
up, that's what you gotta
This will
do. You gotta
sound
make
stupid. When I got out of the army and went back to college, I had an old Schwinn steel frame 10-speed bicycle geared for flat roads.
that's what my old
It
mountain bike
wasn't
had.
all that desirable, but between not being desirable and me tying it to a post with a log chain when I went to school, nothing ever happened to it.
Yeah, I've got a couple. Well, I used to race. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. I had a frame that I left back in Virginia when I moved from Virginia to North Carolina. Just the frame itself was $8,000.
Well, you're
I left that back there when I moved from North Carolina.
all right. Okay,
Yeah,
well, I found their website, so I appreciate it, Tim.
they got new models out, but I'm kind of bummed out. This particular bike I got is discontinued, but I can still get parts for it.
Okay.
And I was shocked to find out some other information about it. Who makes the batteries? And I'm tripping out on that, and I
Are
kind
they
of find
lithium
it.
ion batteries?
Yeah, I kind of find it hard to believe that the same company is making batteries for Tesla. No, I got 63 batteries, and they weld them a certain way or tack weld them. There's 63 of those little batteries in there. And I did another test, and me and William Dawson talked about that Tuesday night. or Wednesday night. I don't know. I've come to the conclusion I'm not going to be able to replace the circuit board. There's nothing wrong with the battery. So I don't know what to do with that. But I could recycle them and maybe make some money from them. There's nothing wrong with the batteries. There's 63 of them, but that's amazing. They take 3.1 voltage batteries, 18650 something, whatever it's called, and turned it into 48 volts. That's kind of cool.
All right. Well, I'll look at their website and follow up on that. Appreciate the help, Tim.
Yeah, check it out, but be cautious because I'm kind of. I've been doing research on these e-bikes for the last 10 years, and these particular guys, they've been in business for 30 years. And I've got $1,600 into it, and it's nice. I can go anywhere and back home on one charge. That's pretty cool.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Sean.
I haven't rode it in 6 months because we had so much rain. So
We saw you on the e-bike when all you guys went out to eat, though.
Yep.
yeah, I did ride it last when I went out to meet Doug and Jose and Brian Lightfoot. That's the first time I rode it since October, I believe. No, November.
All right.
We had a lot of rain, so
Oh, Terry Holzman is live again.
Yeah, we saw that when we were driving
he's
home.
been
He's in
freaking
competition
live
with
every
Ken.
week.
I got a notification on my
He's competition with
phone. So we've had a chuckle about that. So part of tonight's is an unboxing, a review, and an idea walked into a bar, and the bartender says, let's go with the unboxing. So it's not a true box. It's a piece of plastic.
Package.
I wonder what it could be.
Is that a package or a packmic?
I don't know. It's plastic and it's got my name on it, and I'm going to open it. So I'm going to do the old Kerry Holzman and flip the knife open thing, because this one don't flip open. And I'm going to try not to cut my fingers. Even though I'm real good at that.
I worked in the grocery store years ago, and I was holding a box while another guy opened it, which was a stupid mistake. Got an index finger cut all the way to the bone.
Yeah, I did that with my left thumb when I was doing electrical work. And me being a DA, if you know what that means.
District Attorney?
I didn't know.
Right.
Dumbass. I don't want to say it on YouTube.
Oh, it's Dumas, by the way. It's not dumbass.
And
Dumas.
I cut it all the way to the bone using a razor blade, trying to cut off
Mr. Stout,
insulation.
Inside said package.
Oh,
not the package. I was doing electrical work. I was trying to cut off the insulation and get that copper wire available. But anyway,
I feel like the guy from Caddyshack. Oh, Billy. There it is.
Got there.
That's the club head that
You know what that means?
Yeah, my golf game just improved.
The next time you go to that course, you will find the original one.
Probably. That's exactly what it means. Hello. I'm Mr. Alien. I'm going to haunt Ken. Watch this. Yeah, it's a guy here today. And I intentionally...
You got to give that thing a name. You got to call it Cody or something.
I'm going to call it exactly what it is. It goes on my 3-wood. It's an Alien Golf Club cover head. Now, there's only one little blemish on it, which for $7, I can't complain. There's 2 little indentations right here. You probably can't see them.
Oh,
Yeah, you
Is
can
that
see.
a match for all the other ones, though?
Yes, now it's an exact match.
Alright.
Yes.
Good job, then.
So, and you're right. When I play again next week, you see that cat-like reflexes?
Yeah.
Caught that before it even hit the ground. Telling you, I got skills.
For $7, you can't beat that with a
No,
stick.
gosh, no. I mean, I honestly was figuring I was going to get it. It was going to be all torn and shattered and ripped apart. But no, this is
Well,
it's got some wear and tear on it, clearly. But
yeah.
I've now got a complete golf set again. Now watch, I'll go
Stuff
out.
Is expensive. My grandson has outgrown his baseball cap.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So I went to a place called Lids, Lids. They
That
sell
sounds
all kinds of
familiar.
baseball caps. They got them for all the pro teams and whatever, but they also do custom work. So I got him a
Oh,
new
that's
ball
nice.
cap today with an adjustable size thing in the back for his team.
I hope you didn't get Velcro.
And no, it's the snap thing, but they
I don't like
price
this
for a
Velcro
plain
crap with
cap
really nice
without the
jackets.
logo on it is $27.99.
Oh, what a deal!
So Roy asked,
So
did
they
I get that?
because the team has an agreement with this place. I got a
Oh,
discount on it. So the cap
nice.
plus the letter embroidered on custom turned out to be about $16 after everything was all said and done, which these days probably isn't that bad, but it's just
That's
damn, you
pretty
can't
cheap.
buy anything for a decent price anymore. I guess
No.
I mean, for somebody that grew up in the 50s and the 60s, it's just mind-boggling.
I think I paid $16 or $17 for my new veterans hat that I bought last time I was down at the VA
Well,
hospital.
that isn't a bad price,
No,
actually.
it
these
really
days.
isn't. So Roy asked, did I fix the bag to the cart? Yes, I did. Now, I am not going to mention anyone's name. Might be a little upset one of these days when she goes to use her bathrobe that she hasn't used in 3 years, and she finds it's missing the rope that goes around the bathrobe. Because said rope is now around said golf cart, and it works just fine.
Hey, just to butt in here a little bit, you're gonna be witnessing the two doggies and probably my girlfriend, so.
Okay. Got to work on the echo, but okay. Now,
I'm going to shut my mouth.
in all fairness, I don't know if I took it off of her robe and my robe, because about however many years ago, 3 I think it was, 2 maybe, I don't remember, we were giving a matching set of bathrobes. We don't wear bathrobes. We just don't. So I was trying to figure out how to fix this. Chicken wire did not work, by the way. But the bathrobe's about 1.5 inches wide. I forced it through the thing that needed to go through, wrapped it around the golf bag twice and tied it, and it never moved yesterday at all. At all. Did not move one time. So yes, saved myself some money there. I'm just cheap, period. You know?
Hey, that's a good thing.
Didn't help my golf game at all. So we'll see.
I was raised cheap. Cheap is good.
So now I got another question. Let's see. A review. So the review is not necessarily a review. It's more a question. Ski Man says, nothing wrong with frugal. Now, before I ask said question, I'm going to go over here and open a new tab and do some
Frugal. What the hell's that?
cheap. It's just a fancy name for cheap.
Just misspell it's
I'm
F-R-U-G-E-L
cheap
if you want
too.
to be the spelling police.
Oh, by the way, if after this weekend, I'm gonna have 2 hard drives available if anybody wants them. 2 terabytes. Western Digital Red.
Frugal is the same thing as Google, just with the G taken off and the FR added.
Yeah.
So tomorrow night's stream is still not showing up on my page. That's interesting because I've seen as many as 14 from Josh Kinder Gaming scheduled.
Have you already set it up?
I do have it set up, yeah, and I'll explain why I did that in a minute. I want to go to this one, this tab, I think. Okay, so there's been 40 views on Mrs. K's first video edited. I can't pronounce it how she does. It was supposed to be editing, but she left the G off.
Editing.
So the review is how many people, and if you didn't watch it, it's no big deal. I mean, I don't watch every video that comes out. How many people actually watched the debacle that was not Daily Da Vinci today, but Mrs. K's first editing? What did you?
Eating.
I didn't watch it. I didn't even know it was out there.
What'd you think of it, Jeff?
Actually, it wasn't too bad.
It took us a while to do it because we couldn't get figured out how to take the one that was flipped upside down to get it right side up, and then when we did,
Except in the end, I saw it upside down in the end.
really?
Everyone,
Yes.
that's my girlfriend, and there's the two doggies.
What are we having for dinner?
Dog meat.
Popeye.
Did you bring enough for everybody? I like her. She gets involved in the conversation already.
No,
All
but
right. So
All
the
right.
second follow-up question. All right, Sean, we'll see you when you're done eating, buddy.
All right.
so
Go
you
ahead
said that it had been showing upside down, so you flipped it, and in the end, it was upside down after you flipped it.
I'll have to go rewatch it because we watched it on the TV, the big screen TV, and I did not catch that. But I'll have to go. Did you watch the whole thing?
No,
Ah,
about half of it.
that's exactly why you didn't see it correctly then.
Well,
The
no,
sec-
I
did-
saw
did-
it. I saw the part after you said you flipped it around.
Did you? Okay, so let me ask this question. Did you see the part that said part 2 starts now or something to that effect?
No.
Then you need to watch the rest of it because you cannot answer the next question. Did
Yeah,
anybody
so-
else watch it?
I thought it said eating.
Where's that button that says put everybody but your co-host in the waiting room? Where is that button? Okay, so did anybody in chat?
Live?
Yeah, really.
Is that live?
Did anybody in chat watch it? And if so, let me know because I do have a question because there was a question asked by Mrs. K at the end of the video.
I didn't see the clip, so
I'm
I
looking
can't-
at it. It's upside down at about 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
All right, hang on. I'll help you out.
I can't. I really can't comment on it, but I know it's out there.
Oh, it's out there.
Yeah, I know
Believe me, it's out there. And we debated on showing the the messed up upside down part, and actually that
440 and it's still upside down. It's about to change, I think.
Okay, give me a second here, and I'll give you the specific time you need to go to. Go to the 6 minute. Go to the 5:50. Go to the 5:43 mark in that video and watch it from there to the end.
Part 2 and corrected.
Correct. That now from there out, it is. Oh, why am I blue? Wow, that's cool.
All right. Well, I got discombobulated and didn't watch that far.
No problem. That we debated on showing both the messed up version and the corrected version, and we both kind of agreed to show both.
All right.
Only to show that this part's messed up. Now the weird thing in the first one was we're looking at the screen and it's right side up. When we recorded it, it got flipped, and I know why.
Well, I do have one other minor complaint. You're off 2 or 3 degrees here.
Watch the rest of the. I'm gonna put you in the waiting room. Watch the rest of the video. When you're done watching it,
What
send me a
the
text.
You're putting Jeff in the waiting room?
I don't have Alex to pick on, so
Oh,
I gotta find somebody.
Where's he at tonight?
I don't know, Chris. I do not know. I don't know where he's at. I don't know where Josh is at. I did get some weird email from Josh today.
well, They're probably
He commented.
texting each other on the phone
Alex
or something.
commented on a particular.
You can
thing
say Kerry Holzman's name. It's not going to hurt my feelings.
I'm not
All
talking
right,
about.
okay,
Cole.
I've reached
I'm
the
not.
point where it is now
What the
square
hell?
with the world.
So Alex commented on someone other than Kerry's channel.
Whoa.
All
Can I
right,
talk for a
here.
little bit?
Hey Tim, I just asked you a question. Can you answer my question?
What was that?
So Alex made a comment on Kerry's stream today.
No, he made a comment on something last night that I did live on Facebook, which was really cool. And the band answered his comment backwards. I'm like, what? Okay, that's really cool.
Speaking of that, did you see my comment I put on your first attempt to do that?
No, I didn't.
All right,
And I'm being honest
your
about
video
that.
is
I understand.
What was the comment, Mr. Ken?
Well, you did realize the first post that you made, you were in portrait mode, right?
Yeah, I screwed up on that.
And then I made a comment on that. It was nice. It was a nice comment.
I didn't see the comment, Ken.
Really?
No, I didn't.
I just said Tim ... That's all I said, because you being a professional photographer and all should know to rotate the camera from portrait to landscape, which you did on the second video, by the way. I did see that.
Well, I've got 6 videos that has not been out there yet to go through.
Yes, Jeff.
And a couple of them
Las Vegas.
Yes,
a couple of them are really good, Ken. I think you would really. I'm sorry, we're trying to talk at the same time.
Yeah, we do that from time to time on this channel.
Yeah, we do.
I've reached the part where the video is completely square with the world. So can I please stay out of the waiting room?
From who?
From Alex in Las Vegas.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
No, I got a couple of videos I need to go through, but I think I did 3 live videos last night, and some of them were kind of screwed up. To be honest with you, they all were crap in my eyes.
I just saw the one that was in portrait and the landscape version. I saw Alex's comment. I think he said cool. I don't really remember.
The band. Oh, yeah, I saw that. That's still out there. And the guy, when Alex said cool, the guy from the actual guy that was playing the instrument said, "Thank you, Alex." The actual guy. I was like, what? Well, this is neat.
That's good.
That's pretty cool.
All right. Well, we beat that watching your video to death, so we can move on to your next topic.
Sure.
There is actually no next topic. I did the unboxing. I wanted to talk about Mrs. K's video today. That it was a wee effort, but it was basically her ideas and her decisions and direction that we went in.
Well, that was on me because I quit before the end. I made the false assumption it was going to be upside down.
You were not the only one. I do know of a couple other people that did that, and then they came back and said, "Oops," because
Anyway, mea culpa.
It was good. I think that's just going to open up some doors for possibly things we might do later down the road.
Well,
I don't know.
If you can get Mrs. K more involved, I think all of us would enjoy that.
What was Mrs. K's question? Ski Man wants me to ask what the question was. I'm suspecting Ski Man did not watch the video. I will. Her question was at almost the end. Oh God, now she's yelling at me. Hold on. Okay, I'll be right back.
It is still raining here.
You've been raining all day, Chris.
Well, since about 5 o'clock this afternoon. I don't know what's going. I don't know what
Did you
happened.
ever get to go and
Under my aunt's porch.
did you ever get to go to your aunt's and check under the porch?
I didn't.
I wrote a nice little thing about my parents on Facebook, and I couldn't
What?
believe EAA National picked it up and they put it on their page. And then,
Now your parents were were active and all that stuff, right, Tim?
oh yeah, well, I was 4 months old the first time I was in the airplane, and some of this stuff's pretty cool. And Jeff Nelson, another guy, Jeff Nelson, he bought Dad's plane from us, the Waco that he was rebuilding, and me and Tim Cohn here in Fresno was trying to buy it, and my goal was to keep it in the family, but this other guy, Jeff Nelson, got it. Number three. But anyway, long story short, I wrote a really nice article. I think you're on my Facebook
Yeah,
page.
I'm friends with you on Facebook.
And
I'll go and
then
look at it.
EAA National saw that nice little article I did, and they put it on their freaking page. And then the next thing I know, stepmom's calling me up.
Yeah.
I do not want my life history blasted all over. I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Oh well.
I had to send all these emails to EAA headquarters. Like, can you take that post down, please?
Al,
And it wasn't even on Facebook. It was on their website.
Hmm.
And they were ready to see, they were ready to send photographers and all it, whatever.
Yep.
It's like,
All right.
are you that? Come on, calm down, girl. She's tripping out over nothing. I was like, okay, I'll ask EA to take it down.
Yeah.
But it's kind of awesome. Dad and stepmom volunteered for 23 years. Dad was chairman of it.
What EAA is what? Experimental aircraft something?
EA stands for Experimental Aircraft Association, and it wouldn't for these guys, we would have jets in the air or any aircraft in the air these days.
All right.
That's where it all got started.
Yeah, I shall return in a moment, gentlemen and others.
But
oh, we'll be here.
All right.
she
like
got
MacArthur, I shall return.
she got a little butthurt, so I had to take the post or the article down, and it was published in a couple of magazines. It's like, well, I can't get rid of that.
Well, unless she subscribes to those, you're probably good at this point.
Well, I'm the guy that wrote the article. Why is she so butthurt? I don't understand that.
Well, your dad's been gone a while, right?
He passed away right before the pandemic, February
Well,
2019.
I'll just tell you from personal experience, it takes a while to get over losing your spouse. So maybe it's just bothering her for that reason.
Yeah, I understand that. And I haven't recovered yet, neither. My mother passed away in 2010. It took me 5 years to get over that. So and to be honest with you, it took a lot out of me to write what I did, if anybody saw that on there or not, but it's long gone now. I wrote a really nice article about the VP1.
Yeah, I thought it
And
was a good article.
oh, you saw it? Well, it's long
Mm-hmm.
gone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you
And
took it down?
Oh, by her request.
Well, that's the right thing to do, actually.
Well, but to be honest with you, every other paragraph, I cried. It was really hard for me to write that.
I bet.
And I didn't talk about a horse in there. None of that stuff. Doug knows about it, but you guys don't. So I was like, why are you getting so pissed off? I don't get that. You made it all the way to EA headquarters. And Jeff Nelson, oh,
So I got a question.
there's just so much history there. And I'm like, hey, can we share it? And you're like, are you kidding me? No, we can't. Kind of bothers me a little bit. What's your question, Ken?
What does AMA stand for? Kerry said, live chat with the actual computer technician, AMA. Thank you, Jim.
Ask me anything.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Against medical advice.
Nice.
I'm getting all kind of answers. Thank you.
That doesn't surprise me at all that you would ask a question like that, Ken.
And right off the bat, he enters, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, he goes back to the waiting room. He doesn't even get.
What the heck did he? I wasn't even paying attention to what he said. I let him in. What the hell did he say?
I'm not surprised you had to ask about that, Ken. The AMA.
Dear God.
Although you can always buy those add-in.
Unbelievable.
Yes. Yes. And he's left, and he's going to try to come back in, and we know the. See what I tell you.
You guys are too hard on him. Leave him alone.
Oh, Tim, please.
No, please.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Really,
no.
Tim?
No.
We're too hard on Alex.
No, he asks for it.
Well, that's his problem, not mine.
Well, I have been advised, and it's been a while. I have been advised that every now and then on the stream, I should say, while it might seem like we're picking on one another, we are not picking on anyone. This is all done in good humor and good faith, and every one of us knows it's being done in good humor and good faith. I think I did that one or two times, and I said, you know what? People will get over it. Right,
Yeah.
Alex?
Right.
Nice haircut, by the way.
Thank you.
Roy, for the 18th time, Alex is not my brother. And Alex learned something today. Would you like to explain what you learned today, Alex?
Oh, shit. Must be some deep crap.
That you had some awfully good food.
That's 0 for 1.
You might want to check your. I thought it was just me, but Wintermute just mentioned something in YouTube. So your mic's a little hot, Ken.
Yeah.
You know, I've adjusted it 3 times today, and right now it's showing hitting the yellow 100%. I'm going to bring it back down a little bit. Let's see here. So,
But I will say, I've watched Carrie, I watched Doug, but I hear these air conditioner vents. I don't hear that on the Ken Stout live show. So what's going on?
he's got super sensitive microphones to pick up his air conditioning. That's all. How's the audio?
I think
Well, it's my understanding all you guys are using the same microphone, the Yeti.
I doubt Kerry uses a Yeti, to be honest with you.
I don't know.
The Yeti's beneath Kerry, okay? And you can take that any way you want. He
Okay.
uses thousands of dollars equipment. I don't.
Well, he's using a lapel mic.
Plus, he uses the lapel mic. That's true too.
Okay, I
Well,
think
that's
I
the only
figured it
thing you
out.
hear.
All right, Alex. What do you think you learned today?
That because I didn't watch your premiere, Mrs. K said no trip to Sheridan.
Wasn't my premiere? It was Mrs. K premiere, and you're right. Mrs. K said we ain't going now. You hurt her feelings. I don't know what you're going to do to get out of that dog hole or that deep hole.
What the hell you guys
I
talking about?
honestly thought you was just messing with me, but
Well, as
No, thank
as
you,
I
Jeff.
stated earlier, Mrs. K and I did a thing today, and we did a premiere today, and I texted Alex and asked him if he watched Mrs. K's premieres because I wanted his opinion on it. He said he didn't watch it. The minute Mrs. K heard that, she said, "Fine, we're not going to Sheridan now." So, Alex, we ain't coming to see you this year. Sorry. Now, if I was you, if my name was Alex Cheek, I'd be watching that premiere right now behind the scenes, and I'd be texting Mrs. K and say, "I'm so sorry I didn't watch your premiere. By the way, 1,000% excellent production, even though it sucked, but you need to kiss her ass. You need to get back. If you have any hopes of all of seeing us this summer, you got some splaining to do."
And you don't say the last part.
Oh, yeah, don't say I'm kissing your ass. I mean,
No, even right before that, even though it.
yeah, don't. So I need to get a audio check on my audio in YouTube, please. I did take it back. Right now, I'm not even getting into the
on
green.
Zoom, you're a little hot.
Yeah, you're hot.
Okay, so for the 19th time, I can't adjust anything in Zoom. There's no way to adjust it.
Oh, you can't adjust that.
I've
It's-
moved the mic back, and
unless
I've
you go
moved back.
to, you have to go to.
Still overdriving a bit. Okay, so let me go. Oh, geez,
I wouldn't even mess with it,
Which
to be
microphone are
honest.
you actually using? I guess is the first question.
You know what?
Yeah.
Good idea, Jim. I thought I'm on the Yeti. I might not be on the Yeti. I'm making all these doggone adjustments, and
It could be the Zoom
I
camera.
am
I
on
don't
the
know.
Yeti. It says, according to Zoom, I'm using the Yeti stereo microphone on Zoom.
Okay.
Now, let me double check that I'm using the Zoom on OBS or the Yeti on OBS as well, because there's a possibility.
A little bit low on the stream.
See, now I did adjust it again a little bit more down, and I did that because Ski Man said I was still a little bit too much. So I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back
on
up.
Zoom and almost not quite unhearable, but you're very low on the stream.
Okay, so as I adjust this, I'm going to talk and make the adjustment at the same time for YouTube so that we can figure out at what point in time I need to keep the adjustment where it's at.
I'm not watching YouTube. I'm listening to you through the Zoom, and it's kind of hot.
I'm going to tackle that in a minute. Right
Is
now,
it
I'm
on your
dealing.
channel or her
But
channel?
I'm not complaining.
Do what, Alex?
Is it on your channel or her channel? Or is it the Daily Da Vinci from today?
It's
Yeah,
not the
right.
Daily Da Vinci. Thank you, Jeff. All right, so that takes care of YouTube. Now I'm going to work with Zoom a minute.
Everybody sounds normal to me when Alex spoke. I don't know how I sound.
Never mind.
The premieres show up under live.
I found it.
I think premieres show up under videos, don't they?
I found it.
All right, so let me tackle this Zoom issue. Why is it so loud? I have not changed anything. I've moved the microphone. All right, let's try this. This is a test of Zoom audio and Zoom audio only. Is that about the same?
I'm the only one on Zoom. I'm not on YouTube.
No problem. How do I sound to everybody on Zoom? Is this still about the same or is it lower?
It sounds the same to me.
Same.
Seems like for me, you went down a little bit.
So we got two sames and one went down. Okay, I've got the microphone sitting like this, going away from me. What about
the computer too? So
what about now? How does that sound on
Sounds
Zoom?
like a sounds
Is that
like
better,
an echo.
lower, the same?
Sounds like an echo.
It's
Would you
to
turn
me, it
on
sounds a little bit
stereo?
better.
I don't
I
know.
don't hear no
Well, Tim,
echo.
if you're still hearing an echo, again, it's on your system because there's not an echo here. No one else has said anything about
Well,
an echo.
I'm not saying an echo. I can hear the halls inside of your house. You know what I mean? No, not actual echo. It sounds a little better, I think.
Well, now the microphone is literally pointing 90 degrees away from me with the part that picks my sound up looking straight up at the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to put it.
That's
Yes.
what it sounds like.
Somebody said something. Yes. Was
Yep.
that Jeff?
A little better, but still a little loud
On Zoom.
on Zoom.
All right.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
Let me ask a dumb question. Do you have a volume control on that mic itself?
Oh, it does. I don't know if he's in stereo setting or mono setting. I don't know what setting he's in, but that does help sometimes. I've even noticed that with Doug's channel because he's using a Yeti.
Are you using the same mic for the stream and Zoom, or?
Yes. The Zoom mic, which is the Yeti, is also being used in.
That makes it hard to make them different on both portions.
And OBS is actually using the Yeti microphone, so that's fine. That's the way it should be.
Can I ask a question?
I suppose. Why couldn't you?
So the video, the original iPhone video from golfing today was recorded upside down, and you fixed it, and so you didn't keep the original video because you turned it upside down inside of a VLC. I'm just wondering why you.
You got to watch it most of the way through, Alex.
Yeah,
I made the same mistake.
That's
Right.
old stuff.
You have to watch.
About halfway through, everything gets squared away, but you can't give up on it early like I did. That was my mistake.
He tried to cheat and think he was going to get away. Hey, you ain't got to get back on my good graces. You got to get back on her good graces. I'm just the driver.
I'm just trying to figure. I know, but I'm just trying to figure it out because
Go
it
about
all makes
halfway
sense.
through the video, Alex, and then it'll be squared away. That was my mistake. I quit too early. And we already, Ken and I already had that conversation tonight. And I almost got in the waiting room.
Nah, you weren't even close.
Well, as close as I've ever been. Make me a co-host, and I put myself in the waiting room. Can you do that?
I don't think you can do that. All right, so I'm going to try something here.
Well, this is a dumb shit question, pardon my French. Is there a volume knob on the microphone itself, although that would affect both of them?
All right, now let's see what it sounds like. I lowered the gain a little bit. Is that better or worse or about
Yes,
the
it
same?
is better. It's better.
That's better. Okay, I lowered the gain. The microphone is still sitting. I've actually moved closer, so that's cool. Now I need to jump back. Wintermute says much better, so I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to tilt it. I'm going to lock it in place right there and leave everything exactly like it is. And hopefully that'll solve the audio issue that we haven't had in such a long time. Hopefully that'll solve. And that'll be that. Somebody's watching the stream.
Yeah, sorry about that. I did things in the wrong order. You are a little bit lower on the stream, but still acceptable.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go outside and scream. So on the YouTube stream, it's a tad bit low is what you're saying.
A little bit lower, but still okay.
Okay, mute your mic for Zoom. Give me a thumbs up when you're on YouTube, and I'll make one more adjustment.
I think it sounds great to me.
You keep cutting out on YouTube. Oh, geez.
Sounds great to me.
Okay, so cutting out on YouTube. Oh, geez. Sounds great to me. What about how does my volume sound on YouTube? I made an adjustment. I'm now pegging at about
how does my volume sound on YouTube?
60% on
I'm now pegging at about
the mixer.
My volume sound on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay, Jeff, thank you. You can stop watching now. The echo's coming from Jeff, who failed to follow the instructions of mute your Zoom microphone, load a stream, and watch the stream. But that's okay. I'm not going to put you in the waiting room. Now, my co-host might put you in the waiting room. I can't speak for
I think you're fairly good on both of them.
I'm going to leave it right like it is then. So we'll be good. That is fine. So obviously,
I will just lower my volume on Zoom a tiny bit for me, and that'll be good.
Yeah. obviously tonight it says Roy keeps saying you kept cutting out. I inadvertently did hit the mute button a while ago. That could be why that cut out. Because if I hit the mute button,
Now I can't hear you.
and that's correct, you could not hear me because I hit the mute button on the microphone. Now, what I can do as well is I can click this button.
William. Oh man, I kept William Dawson up too late the other night. Look at him sleeping. Wake up. Wake up, William.
I don't have his phone number, so I can't call him.
I don't have it either. Wake up, William.
I'm here.
Yes, it looked like William fell asleep. William, did you fall asleep? The burning question is, did you fall asleep?
Just had a busy day today.
We've
So-
New TVs,
Good on both.
repair the stove, repair some house wiring.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
What
I'm
a
gonna make a
nightmare.
suggestion here.
You did all that today?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make a suggestion here. Tim and I have been monopolizing the conversation, so both of us should be
Yeah.
a little quieter for a while and let somebody else get a word in edgewise.
No, we're coming up on about 6 minutes.
Okay, I finished watching it and it was good, but I'm still I watched it all the way through. So don't take my head off. But what I don't understand is within like the first 30 seconds or a minute of the video was correct. You turned it upside down and you realize you turned it upside down, turned it right side up, and played it again. So I'm trying to figure out why exactly you thought it was going to be upside down first time. So you when it was really right side up.
Well,
If
I'm
you
not
listen to what he said,
which he didn't.
earlier attempts had it upside down the way they thought they had it.
Right. And I will demonstrate tonight when we end the stream. I will share my screen. I will show you what happens when you play the raw footage from that movie. It is playing upside down in VLC. I don't know why, because, well, I do know why. I recorded it upside down, so VLC is playing it exactly the way it should be. In VLC, you can rotate things around. The first time we rotated it around to right side up and recorded it in OBS and then played it after we rendered it out, it was still upside down. It's the most, well, it's my computer system, so.
Well, I still don't get it.
Did I not? Okay, so in all seriousness, did I explain that well enough for everyone to understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so Alex, I'm going to try this one more time with you, okay? Shut Tammy off so you've got your mind on my stream.
I'm not watching Tammy.
Turn the video of Tammy off so you can hear my voice. Are we good? Ready to go? Tammy's got out of the picture.
Okay.
I inadvertently, when I flipped the camera, it recorded the entire hour and 20 some minutes of golfing upside down. I finally got that off of my iPhone onto my computer today. I think I figured out a trick. But anyway, I went to play it in VLC, and as expected, it was upside down. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
Good. So in VLC, which I will demonstrate shortly, you can actually go into tools, go into another setting, and rotate it you can make it portrait if you want. But I wanted it right side up, and I did that. I then rendered my recording and played it, and it was still upside down. I don't understand why, but it was. It took about 7 attempts to figure it out. And thus you have.
I understand all that, but what I'm trying to say is, within like the first minute or two of the video that I just finished watching, you had rotated. It was right side up in VLC, and you rotated it upside down, and then you realized halfway through that you rotated it upside down.
Yes, yes, because yes, I did.
Because everything he had done up to that point, it was playing upside down, and he didn't realize it was playing right side up at the first part of that. Because all his earlier attempts had been upside down for the reasons he just explained.
Yeah, it's
and you can't make it any clearer than that, Alex. Sorry.
Roy says I'm cutting out on YouTube. I can't monitor my YouTube, so I don't know if I'm cutting out or not. I'm literally not moving. I'm sitting pretty much the same way I do every night. The only thing I did is I moved the microphone. I rotated it back. I used to have it pointing toward me. I lowered the gain, and they said that's better on Zoom. And everyone else is saying it's cool. According to the mixer, I'm okay. I should not be cutting in and out. It should be just about fine. It's hitting 50, jumping to 70.
Here. I have an extraneous comment here, Ken. You remember the show Happy Days?
Yes.
Somehow from all of that, when you talk about rotating, I get the old thing about sit on this and rotate.
Rotate, right.
I don't know why, but that came to mind. So,
I've given up on. I'll hear something or see something. The things it makes me think of is just sometimes scary. The Fonzarelli, yes, the Fonz, So there it comes.
For some reason, I've been getting a bunch of suggestions on YouTube about Happy Days lately.
Did you watch? Have you recently watched anything about Happy Days?
I did, but only after these suggestions started popping up.
Oh.
So I'm clueless. Of course, that's not unusual.
Yeah, I've been watching, trying to broaden my horizons a little bit on YouTube, and I've been watching a couple different things than what I normally do, and I regret it.
You know the show Blue Bloods, right? I've been seeing a lot of clips of those for a long time, and all of a sudden there's a guy who's been putting full episodes of Blue Bloods up.
Oh, really?
Yep, and I've been seeing all those.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Which
people.
Reminds me of another thing. Does anybody know what the Pluto network is?
Yep, I do.
Yes.
No, never heard of it.
It's a
My
completely,
daughter's been
it's a
watching
completely
that on
free
her TV,
service.
It says it's a free streaming service.
Yeah, you ain't got to sign in or you ain't got to sign in or do anything. I don't have an account, and I've got the app on my TV, and I don't have to sign in or anything.
I've got this fairly new TV, and that's one thing that isn't on there, and I've been trying to figure out how to get it on there. But
So back up. It was 3 people talking at the same time, including me. I'm sorry.
Me too.
What was that? The
Pluto.
TV thing?
Pluto.
Pluto.
It's a streaming service that's free, and you don't have to do anything to get it.